Hello and welcome. I'm Simon King. My wife and I moved to Freshfield last November and have been made very welcome at Freshfield Church. There are other podcasts which you can find on our website. I remember a sign near the till in a Christian cafe which read, "In God we trust, all others pay cash." It has set me wondering about how deep is our trust in God. This indeed was a question that Jesus asked his disciples after a storm on the Sea of Galilee. In Mark's Gospel, chapter 4, starting at verse 35, we read, "That day when evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, 'Let us go over to the other side.' Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, 'Teacher, don't you care if we drown?' He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, 'Quiet, be still.' Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, 'Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?' They were terrified and asked each other, 'Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him.'" That's the end of the Bible reading. The late John Wimber, former leader of the Vineyard movement, was reading this account beside the Sea of Galilee, and he spoke to the Lord about it. He felt the Lord had been a bit hard on the disciples when he asked them, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" "Surely, Lord," he said, "anyone would have been terrified in that storm and thought they were about to drown." He felt the Lord told him, "Read it again." He did, but he still didn't understand. It was only after he'd read it 8 times that he saw why the Lord had been correct to challenge them over their lack of faith. The answer is found in verse 35, where Jesus had said to them, "Let us go over to the other side." In other words, didn't they trust him to get them to the other side of the Sea of Galilee? He said that that was their destination, and they were going to get there. After all, he was peacefully asleep in the boat. Why hadn't they trusted him? John Wimber realized that just as Jesus was going to get the disciples safely across the sea to the other side, so he had guaranteed to all his followers that he would get us to the other side. That is, that he would bring us safely through death to the other side where he is in heaven. "I am the way," he said, "by the cross and empty grave. Trust me." The day my mother died, she said to me, "I'm going down, dear," to which I responded, "No, Mum, you're going up." She smiled weakly. Then I said, "Mum, trust in the Lord with all your heart." "I do, dear, I do," was her emphatic response. Then she said, "I'll look out for you." Have you trusted the Lord for salvation? He came to seek and to save the lost. Like the lost sheep, have you cried out to the Lord to find you and save you? For all who call on the name of the Lord will be saved. What must I do to be saved? Believe in the Lord Jesus, and you will be saved. If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. How deep is your trust in the Lord? Deep enough, I trust. It will be if you trust in the Lord with all your heart. Amen. God bless you.